Hey guys, today we have Jared Miguez with Fleur De Lis Title here. He is the best title person because not only does he work for Fleur De Lis Title, but he's also an attorney, correct?
Yes.
Where'd you get your degree?
Went to Loyola Law School in New Orleans.
Loyola Law, big time, big time. So Jared, a lot of my customers are always asking exactly what does the title company do? So once we have an accepted contract, what's the next step? When do y'all take over?
Yeah, so once the contract is signed and a lender's chosen, we get some documents, the closing docs, the purchase agreement, and then we start our process. And we do four main things. First thing that we do is that we review title to make sure that the seller actually owns the property.
Okay.
There's no liens or judgments outstanding on the property, and they have the right to transfer ownership to the buyer.
Right.
The second thing that we do is that we act as escrow officers for the transaction. So that means that when the money comes in from the buyer, we hold that money, pay all the people that need to be paid as part of the closing, real estate agents included, to make sure that everybody's paid, all the judgments and liens are canceled, and that the buyer ultimately has full ownership to the property.
Okay.
And the third thing that we do is that at the closing table, I'm the guy that's sitting at the head of the table and explaining all the documents to your buyer to make sure that they fully understand what they're signing, make sure it's all signed correctly, notarized as it needs to be notarized, and then ultimately recorded at the courthouse, which puts the world on notice that, hey, this buyer has purchased the property.
Okay.
The final thing we do is that we issue title insurance as part of the closing.
So I know a lot of my people at home and everyone that's watching have questions about title insurance. What exactly is title insurance? Is it good? Do you have to have it? Do you
Title
recommend
insurance is optional for the buyer. Lenders are going to require that you purchase them title insurance. That means that the lender has an insurance policy securing their rights to the property. If the buyer doesn't elect to get title insurance, then they're not protected by the lender's policy. They need their own policy. And what that policy does is if somebody challenges their rights to ownership in the property, the insurance company is going to step in and defend them in court and make sure that their ownership that they acquired at the table with us is secured and that it's rightfully theirs.
Okay. How much does title insurance usually cost?
It's based on the value of the property and the value of the loan. It just completely depends on the purchase price and the loan amount.
Okay. So they can help you through that process, explain more about what that is. But it really is important. I've heard a lot of cases about with title insurance, getting sued, or if an heir comes out says, "Hey, listen, I have rights to this property, and you never told me that you were even selling it." In that case, is that covered?
Yeah, generally it's covered if an heir wasn't included on a transaction in the past, and the title company, when they handle that transaction, wasn't notified, then the title insurance company will then step in and rectify the buyer in that situation.
Okay. But it saves you guys a lot of headache, be able to have that protection, have that security to know that this property is mine and I'm not going to be challenged in court, and that's what you guys can do. Now, Fleur De Lis Title is awesome. I've used you guys a bunch of times. Tell me what's different about Fleur De Lis Title.
When you work with Fleur De Lis Title, I'm your contact, and like Daniel said at the beginning, I'm a title attorney. I'm the expert. I went to law school in this field. So if you have any questions about it, you're going to get to contact me directly. Ask me that question. I'm going to explain it to you the best that I can in as plain English if I can. And you're just going to have access to an attorney as opposed to maybe somebody who is a marketing rep or something for another title company.
Right, yeah. Can you also explain in Spanish? Plain English and plain Spanish?
I'll have to get a translator.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Jared with Fleur De Lis Title. Definitely give him a call. What is your phone number?
318-542-1001.
And if you have any questions about real estate, don't hesitate to call me, 504-908-7572. We are your real estate dream team here on the North Shore, so give us a call.